Hello, lovely people. Okay, I have to talk kind of quietly because it is 1:23 in the morning. I am doing this right before I go to bed. I don't know why, but I have just gotten this fixation the last couple of days on rediscovering my relationship with my bag. It's because Kiki Chanel, I've been influenced. Kiki Chanel posted this incredible video about basically purses as a symbol of over consumerism and how different people's relationships with their purses and kind of the prevalence of that in our culture reflects over consumerism and over consumption. And I've never really thought about that before, but that really resonated with me. And so I've just been on this journey of decorating my bag a little more with things that I already had and using just ribbons and stuff I already had. So we're gonna get into it. And I decided we're gonna do a what's in my bag video in 2025, and I'm so excited about it. But also it's because in doing this, I've gotten more into taking my primary work bag places, but I've also been thinking of different things that I could add to it to have. Oh, that's that fan I was looking for. That's better. Okay, see, I just found something I was looking for, and so I switched it out like that. I've been kind of adding a couple little things in of oh, that fell out of the rotation. I want to get that back in the rotation. I want to use that more, or oh, that could be good to have with me actually, and just things like that. But I've been getting a lot of ideas, but the bottom of this bag has been basically untouched for the most part. So I just want to go through it and just as a little time capsule. And also I might end up switching to a different bag as my primary bag. It's one that has been my primary bag before, but I stopped using it when I got this bag because also it's Marc Jacobs and I love it so much. I love that bag. It was my first nice bag that I got myself. It was really, it's very special to me, and I really do want to use it up a lot more. She's in a dust bag on a shelf in my closet, and I want to use her more, because my bag. So this is my bag. Let me move it here so I can be near my mic. It is Patricia Nash. I got it from Buffalo Exchange almost 3 years ago. I got it on my birthday. It was a birthday present to myself, in addition to my wallet, which I think is in here. Yes, it is in here, so we'll get into that. But it is just this beautiful deep brown leather. It's real leather. It has the shorter handles and it has a longer strap. And I love this feature. It has pockets all the way around it. It has 3 in the front and 3 in the back. It's so handy. I love it so much. And I love they're studs, but they don't stick out a lot, which I love. They're smooth studs. So I love this bag so much. This bag and I have been through some shit together. Okay, I have a mini story time. December of 2022, where I live, it was suddenly just such a perilous winter the night before Christmas Eve. I was at work. It was so icy. The place I was working at closed early, and a friend of mine drove me home, but I live in a really hilly area of my city. And his car started sliding back down the hill when we were trying to drive up it, and my dumbass thought that was the time to call my mom, who was in a dead sleep, and be like, can you please come pick me up at the bottom of the hill because we can't drive the car the rest of the way. So obviously that's a good sign that we need to drive another car. But also she didn't catch that either, and she ended up driving down a hill, and that we ended up losing that car because of that accident. So that was a thing. So then she called me and was like, so I just crashed the car, and now we're both stuck at the bottom of the hill that we live on, and everything's icy. I couldn't walk. I was literally on my hands and knees, and I was using this bag with its leather. It was able to get some traction against the ice, and so I was literally using my bag to the weight of it to hoist myself up the ice. I use this as basically my anchor. I felt like an ice climber or something. So yeah, this bag has seen some shit. It has been through the gauntlet. I love it so much. The main kind of development is the outside of the bag, because I just really wanted to express myself more with things that I love and have been given in different circumstances. We will get into it. Either for keychains, either the chains broke or they started coming undone, and so I just didn't want to lose them, so I would kind of hold on to them and just keep them on my desk or something. But I really want to have them on my bag. So that was the main part of my little project. So we're just gonna go over that really quickly. So right here, this like gray leathery string that my sister had. She just like had a bunch of string collected, so I was able to get some that we already had. So I have these two little chains or keychain thingies here. This one is I got it at a Japanese art museum on a little solo trip that I took almost 2 years ago now. That also is a possible story time because I had like such a zen amazing day, and then I got super drunk and then went to a Turnover concert and then was like really hype at the Turnover concert and made like a bunch of people laugh, and then went back and drank more and then got like so fucking sick. So that is a little thingy from that trip. And then I have this thing that this little elephant soft plushy keychain situation that I got at a street fair at my college, and it was handmade. And I love my city because they have lots of markets and stuff where people just like sell their own things. It's like there's lots of little small businesses and stuff, so that was really cool. And I also got a matching one for my sister because she loves elephants. Elephants have always been her favorite animal, and I love them too. And so I just wanted to have an excuse to have little matching cute things for the two of us. So there's that. And then I need to remember to lift it. And then here, this might be a little risky having this here, but I don't know, I'm trying to embrace my inner Jane Birkin. So I have a choker here, little delicate chain choker of the constellation for my zodiac sign. I'm a Cancer, so that's the Cancer constellation right there. And that was actually a surprise present from my older sister when we were on a sister trip, because I was going to another concert, a Nothing More concert, and they just tagged along with me, and they went shopping, and she got me this choker. But the choker is actually a little too tight for me to actually wear on my neck, so I was just holding on to it. Yeah, that was one of the things. I was like, let me attach this, and yeah, it might be probably super risky having this on the front of my bag where it can easily get snapped off, so I'm kind of low-key reconsidering it. But I'll try to figure out some way of having some double assurance, some way of additionally securing it onto there. So I will need to figure that out. Or maybe I'll just crisscross it a little more, kind of tie the chain part more so it's more like wrapped around it rather than just the little clasp. I'll have to workshop that. Then on this side of the bag, we have some black bows. So this one is a bracelet actually that I had forever and I just never really wore. I've used it a few times as little like almost aglets at the end. This is from Forever 21. I have had it forever. And then another somewhere, yeah, under that is another black bow, which is from that same my sister's ribbon collection. She was very generous in letting me take some of her awesome tie-y material. And then I have my little scrump keychain. I had to wash her the other night because she was very dirty, because I used to use her and also a Stitch one that my dad got me from Comic-Con before I was living with them. So that was just like really thoughtful. And I've talked about it before. I love Lilo and Stitch. It is probably my favorite Disney movie ever, and so my family often will get me Lilo and Stitch stuff. So that was just really, really nice, and it was an awesome surprise. I actually tied it to the little loop. The Stitch one I can't use anymore because its little loop thing broke off, and also the fabric loop that was attaching the plastic one broke off too, so there's just like no way of attaching it to anything. The scrump one still has the loop, but I think it was coming undone a lot. I remember the keychains were coming off of my purse a lot when I had them both on my blue Marc Jacobs purse, which I will likely show you guys in a future video. Especially if I end up following through and switching back to that and do like an updated what's in my bag in, I don't know, a year or something, or maybe just a few months. I don't know. We're going to see. But it was coming undone a lot, and so I didn't want to lose it. So I just took them off. But now I'm like, let's try this again. So I looped it with the plastic thing, but I also tied it with the ribbon. So that is the bag, or those are like the decorations for my bag and those little stories. And then going into the outside pockets, I love that it's like I'm 10 minutes in. So this is one of the things that I added recently because I want to carry this around with me more. And this is also a present from my older sister, and it is a little tiny astrology book. So I am really into astrology. I find it really interesting. I think it's like a giant poem that you can just like take a lot from in different ways. I feel like there should be more nuance in the conversation about astrology, because I don't necessarily use it as like the gospel to determine my decisions or like deflect accountability for things, but that's, you know, another conversation, I guess. But I have this in here because I just feel like it's fun to flip through. And if I am talking to anyone about astrology and I want a little reference point without necessarily having to like Google things, I guess that would be more straightforward. But I don't know. I feel like it's just good for like, it could be good for conversations if I end up talking astrology with people. So I don't know. We're gonna try out having this on us. And then another thing, this was the thing that I just switched out because before I had this fan, and I have really enjoyed having this fan, but this was also a present from my younger sister when she went to Japan, and it is a just gorgeous, amazing fan. I love it so much. They'll probably mess up the audio, but it's fine. But it is very, I don't know, I just really don't want to hurt it at all in like having it out and about. It is like kind of delicate, and so I have this smaller, also with this being in the outside pocket, it was scratching my arm quite a bit, so I like having this shorter one. I initially wanted this one in there, but I couldn't find it at first, but it was right in front of me, so it's a little bit, you know, less wind because it is a little smaller, but I do really enjoy it. I got it when I was like 8 from Pure One Imports, I think. So this is a little wooden one, so I feel like it's just a little more durable in my mind, at least. So that is in the right pocket, and I don't think anything else is in there. So one thing that I am going to take out of my bag is that I'll normally have in here is my like just pieces of my uniform for work, because I'm not necessarily trying to advertise that. So right off the top, I have my headphones that should be in a case. I am kind of really bad about not keeping things in their cases. But these are the Beats Studio Cubed. These were a Christmas present. I know I really need to be better about keeping them in their case. I don't even know if I know where the case is. I could probably find it if I actually looked. But these are amazing. I've had them for, I think, a year and a half. I think I got them like 2023 for Christmas. But yeah, I love how foldable they are. The sound is amazing. They're comfortable to wear for a long amount of time. I like having things that also have the option of plug an audio jack in there. The one thing I would change is just the little like foldable area can get my hair caught in it sometimes. So it can kind of catch on your hair. So if you have long hair, then like maybe be aware of that. But I really love those headphones. So I have latex gloves in here, and I just bought these today actually because I was going to the bottle deposit, or I went to the bottle deposit, and I could not find gloves at my house. So I bought some when I was at the store because I don't want to do that with my bare hands. If y'all don't have a bottle deposit, it's basically where you can take cans and bottles and stuff and get money for them, but you are it's basically like a tax in deposit, you know, states that you get charged anyway, whether you bring in the bottles and cans or not. So, you know, that'll incentivize you to do that because it's literally like, it's just extra money. It's just, I don't know. It's really dumb. But, so yeah, I do that. So I have those in there. I have a scrunchie. My sister got me this for Christmas. You may recognize this from my Christmas haul video. So then I have my wallet. It's Bessie Johnson. I also got this for myself on my birthday. It is from Nordstrom Rack. I wanted a smaller one because I was using a bigger wallet. I have 2 wallets, just a big one and a small one. The bigger one is also, I got that at the same time that I got the little elephant keychain at the same street fair. I think it may have been from the same people, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I guess I can show you my ID photo. Da-da. yeah. I have a mini notebook in here. This is one of the things that I added in because I was gonna say kind of, no, I do collect notebooks. Try not to get too many at a time, but I have like quite a few that I've barely written in. But quite a few of them are mini. I like just like all sizes, but it was just one of those things where I was like, let me get a mini notebook in here because I love making lists. They really calm me down. I feel like it's good for me to get off my phone a little bit sometimes, and also like with lists and organizing my thoughts and tasks and things like that, I just feel better doing it on paper. So rather than on my phone, I feel like it's just more in the air. I don't know. It's more easy for me to streamline in my mind if it's on paper. So I really love this one. I think I got it from the campus bookstore. I'm pretty sure. So next, I have my sunglasses, and they actually are in their case. I wish I could say that they've been in their case longer than since this afternoon, but that would be a lie. I have, they're so freaking dirty because I don't really have glasses spray. I just kind of do the breathe and clean thing. It's not working, but I'm going to close my eyes when I show you these. I have I think they're just the classic Wayfair shape, I want to say. That these were a 21st birthday present. These are just my one pair of sunglasses that I wear for everything. I didn't always used to be a sunglass person, but I really, really am. So I tried to, especially now that it's summertime, want to always have those on me. I have my name tag in there. Again, not trying to show that right now. Oh, I have a book. I'm trying to, for the past little bit, I've been on a reading kick, and so I'm trying to be better about carrying books with me rather than just saving it for the end of the day because I don't always necessarily feel like it. I'm trying to work it more into my day. So right now, I am 2 chapters into Good Morning Midnight, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's kind of dense because it's very space themed, but it's still like I can follow along with it, and I haven't really dug into the story yet, but like I really like the writing. I really like the writing. So there's that. I have a mask in here. It's a pink sparkly mask, and I have it in here because I think the other week I had a sore throat, and so I wore this to try to go to work because I thought that I might as well try because that was my only symptom, and I thought that was okay, and then I immediately got sent home. But for that little bit, I was wearing this mask, and it's very cute. It's pink and sparkly, and I bought it during the pandemic. I had intentions of like live streaming purposes at the time, but it didn't end up really getting used for that purpose, and it actually didn't really end up getting used very much at all. But I kind of like the idea of getting into just having a mask on me again, and I might do this one because it's very cute. It's very Barbie to me. Then the last kind of like, there's some random little bits at the bottom, but the last kind of like bulk big item in the main part of my bag, I call this my just in case kit, but this was part of a like set from a purse. It was like a purse that I got as a free gift when I ordered a jacket for my MCR costume, and then like the purse came with a bunch of pouches. I think I have the other pouch in there too that we'll get into, but I love this so much. This is so useful. It's such a good size. And yeah, a few months ago I was like, why am I not using this bag? It's so good. This is like an amazing makeup bag. So I guess I'll go through this relatively briefly, which when I say that, it doesn't really mean much, but I'll go through this super quickly. LOL, we'll see what that means. So I have a pouch within a pouch. This one I actually found on like in a parking lot on the ground. Someone just dropped it, I guess, and it was just empty. There was nothing in it, and I just took it. So it's been mine ever since, but it has butterflies on it. I really like it. I think it's super cute. And in this one, I keep the kind of smaller things in the just in case kit. So I have floss. I actually have 2 flosses. I have two flosses in each of my just in case kits because I also have one in my car. I'm trying to be better about carrying the just in case kit in my purse because I had 2 of them prepped, but at one point I was just keeping both of them in my car, and I was like, this is dumb. Like, let me actually keep this in my purse because a lot of times I would end up going out to my car to get stuff, and I was like, let me just have this on me. So anyway, I have 2 flosses in each of them just because I had a bunch of flosses, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna run out and I'll need a backup, so let's just have 2. So yeah, I have eye drops. always good to have. Cough drops. I have a couple cough drops in here. Oh, I have a mini perfume. I just put this back in here. It was out for a minute, but it used to be in here all the time, and it is moving back in. This is the Gucci Bloom Acqua di Fiori. It is gorgeous. I got this when I got my big bottle of Gucci Bloom. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's almost like herbal. It's very green. I think it is based off the smell of like stems and leaves, so it's very leafy, and it's just beautiful. I love it so much. I might one day get the big bottle, but I'm trying. Obviously that's super expensive, and I'm also like not trying to support designer, you know, luxury brands like that anymore, especially Gucci or something like that, because they are not very ethical towards animals. So I might end up getting like the Dossier alternative or something if there is one. I don't know. I'll have to maybe try to find a dupe, but it might be hard. But in the meantime, I will hold on to this and cherish this forever. And it is just like a little tiny mini bottle with just a opening there, and so you just kind of tap it. I just tap my finger like that, and I'll just put it on my neck or on my wrist, and it's gorgeous. And I love having this with me. I have a little perfume in my car kit, but I was like, I want one in my purse kit as well again, and this was, I just put this in my bathroom. I'm like, this is literally perfect for a purse. So you are moving back in. Next, in the little pouch, nail clippers. I have a makeup remover wipe. I could probably still use that from my makeup from 2 days ago. I just mixed my for and from up. And then I have Burt's Bees cuticle butter. I love Burt's Bees. It's like one of my favorite drugstore skincare brands. And honestly, I could probably use this. I've had this for forever. It's like really old, and it's kind of dried up, but it still works pretty well. I like the smell of it. It is lemon. Yes. Lemon butter cuticle cream. And I definitely get like really dry cuticles, especially because I wash my hands a lot. So my hands in general tend to be kind of dry. I'm trying to make more of an effort to moisturize them outside of me like putting on body lotion. I moisturize my hands then, but I'm just trying to like, I need to show them more love. And I have quite a bit of hand cream that I do really like and is good. So I was like, let's use the stuff that we like, that we have. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I have hit pan on that cuticle cream. Yay. And then another cough drop. So I'm gonna put that stuff back in there really quick. Oh, I had a little thing of bobby pins over there. I should put the bobby pins in there too, but there might not be room because I put the bobby pins in another pouch. Maybe I could put another thin little pouch in there, but I don't know about that. But that's my little just in case kit. Then have tissues, have scrunchie in this beautiful maroon color. I love it. I have my pills in an Altoids box. Life hack, if you don't know it already, Altoids boxes are just like the perfect pill box. So I am just like all stocked up. I actually kind of forget what the pink ones are. I have Alka-Seltzer pills, a bunch of ibuprofen, a couple of sleeping pills just in case, and I don't know what these pink ones are. R? What does R mean? I genuinely don't know. Maybe they're allergy? They might be allergy. They might be allergy pills. But that's funny. I actually don't know what those are anymore. I have this like coconut oat bite thing. I like having an emergency snack on me. This was the perfume I was talking about. This is White Musk Lover by The Body Shop. I got this in gratis when I worked there a couple years ago. It is kind of alcohol forward, I'm not even gonna lie, but it is like a very springy scent. It's very fresh. I have a tampon. Oh, are these bobby pins? Do I have bobby pins in here already? Wait. Oh no, okay, I have more sleeping pills and bobby pins in here in this little thing. This is the case that I got bobby pins in. I have a charger, little USB-C charger from an old pair of headphones that I don't even know if I have anymore, because they stopped working. I have some Band-Aids. I have Body Shop British Rose hand cream. I do really like this one. I try to like, I was gonna say I tend to use hand creams that aren't fragrance, but that's literally a complete fucking lie. This is a little more of a lotion rather than like a balmy hand cream. So, but I do really love the Body Shop Rose scent. I don't have anything in the new Rose scent because they reformulated it a few years ago, and I did really like the new one a lot. So that could be cool because I do really love the Body Shop. Didn't have the best experience with my manager. She wasn't the greatest. We can maybe talk about that sometime. I need to release my goddamn record, and I need to make more videos talking about my life. And maybe I talk too much about different elements of my life or whatever the fuck, and I swear, and it's maybe not great for job prospects, but like I feel like that ship has sailed with a lot of different things, and it is kind of that fuck it mentality for me where I'm just like, I'm just gonna put myself here's my fucking journal that you can whatever, but also there are going to be things that I'm not necessarily sharing. That comment that I got a few weeks ago, I need to probably admit the level to which it affected me, but it really just did make me think about a lot of things. So yeah, anyway, just in case kit. Oh, I have a lighter. Got this a little while ago. A coworker asked me for a lighter one time and I didn't have one, and I was like, let's just have a lighter on us. I smoke weed and I don't smoke out of the house really ever, but it's good to have. So I have that on me. I have an adapter for my charger, have oil blotting sheets from Clean and Clear. I feel like I've had these for forever. Bethany Moda influenced me to get them back in the day. Not that specific one. It's not that long ago, but I think that's my second one, but like I got them for the first time when I was like 13, 14. So those have just always been my go-to oil blotting sheets. I have toothpaste, Sensodyne. I have a nail file. I have a toothbrush. I love having a toothbrush on me. I don't know when I'm gonna want to brush my teeth. If I just ate, same thing with the floss. If I had coffee, if I just, you never know what might happen. And right now I don't tend to keep like mints or gum on me because if I have gum, it's gonna be gone in probably like 3 days. So I just keep like actual toothbrush and I'll just brush my teeth. And yeah, it can sometimes be a little dicey in like public restrooms with different, faucets and stuff, having water in your mouth. But I guess if I have my own water on me, then that's fine. Anyway, so there's that. And then I have a brush, one of those foldable brushes, and it has a mirror. And then I have a pen. This is the Pilot Precise V5. I really like this pen. I am kind of reminding myself of my love of, journals and notebooks and having those on me and being able to make physical lists and just write stuff down. It's just very important to me. As a person, I've just always been a journaler. And again, like with the reading, it's always something that I will do at the end of the day a lot, but like I want to be able to also do that during the day as well. And then lastly, I have another hand cream, and this is almost gone. I love this hand cream so much. I got it like right before I started working at the Body Shop actually, and she's almost used up. This is the Hemp Hardworking Hand Protector. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I love it so much. When my hands are really dry and they get chapped, lotion can kind of burn them. And even though this cream has fragrance in it, I don't think I've ever had that reaction with this. And like I said, I wash my hands a lot, and this was actually made for people that wash their hands a lot, and it can last through like 6 hand washes. I sound like I'm trying to sell it to you. It's because I used to try to sell this to people, and it's also just amazing. I love it so much. So, and I really love the smell. The smell is kind of polarizing. Like if you like an earthy green smell, I think you'll really like it. But so that is my just in case kit. So I'm going to put everything back in there really quickly. I guess I shouldn't be surprised at how long this video is probably going to end up being. That was the majority. We're going to see, like, this is the remnants at the bottom of the bag. And this is when it's probably just going to get random. Oh, I did put this in yesterday. This is this gorgeous compact. I want to have a full-on mirror. Again, I feel like it's good for me to have a physical mirror and not look at my phone all the time. So this is this beautiful antique compact that my mom found she is quite an antiquer, and sometimes it's really sweet. Like, she'll just find things that she likes and then she'll just give them to me. Sometimes she'll keep things for herself, but it's almost like an impulse of hers to just like give things to people that she finds and likes if they like it. It's cool. So it's just this beautiful gold compact. So this is truly, we've officially entered the Wild West. One, we have a crushed kind chewy bar. Like I said, I love to have a snack on me, especially because I'm weird about not necessarily always eating at like a super regular schedule. I have another mask. I don't know why this one was in there. I have receipts. Kind of predicted that there were going to be a bunch of receipts. This is when I got my aux cable today. This was from... I got a green tea and a little tiny thing of orange juice. Oh, I have another kind chewy bar. This is the peanut butter chip flavor. I have a little piece of trash from when I got my gloves. Oh, this is kind of an unfortunate thing that I tend to have in my purse. Hairnets, and they're in little scrunchy balls, and they totally look like pubes. And yeah, it's just because of work, I'm always wearing hairnets, and a lot of them just end up little stragglers in my bag. This is when I got LaCroix. So yeah, those are the beverages I'm having these days. I have pepper spray, and it has my initials on it in duct tape that I never took off. This is from when I went to I want to say it was the Turnover. Yes, it was the Turnover concert. I have another one. I have two in total. The other one is in the pouch that I tend to take on walks. But I should have this in easier access. I should have this in easier reach. I have another pen, another of those, that same pen that I really love. I have probably my favorite hand cream. This is also Burt's Bees. It is the almond and milk hand cream. It's just beautiful, and I love the smell. I love the smell so much, and it's just thick and moisturizing. And I have two of these actually. I don't know how I ended up with two. I wasn't trying to have two. Then we have at the bottom, we have some change. I have 12 cents, and then we're gonna finish up with, I think that's everything at the actual bottom. Actually make it 13 cents. Then we're gonna finish up with the pockets on the inside of the purse. So what do I have in this one? More change. I have more change. I should get this into my little coin pouch thing. Then I have, I have a beta blocker for as needed physical anxiety symptoms. I don't use that too much, but I do like having it on me because I've needed it before and not have it. So then we're going to finish up on just the most immediate inside pocket that I should probably have my pepper spray in, but I don't. This somehow ended up falling in there. This is that coin pouch that I was talking about. It was also part of the same set as my just in case kit bag, and it is completely empty right now because all of my change is in my bag or just strewn about everywhere else but in there. But I like having I do like having a pouch of my change on me in case I see like, you know, a homeless person or a tip jar or anything like that. Then I just added this back into my bag. It is the Cab lip oil. This is the lemon one. I also have the lime. It is almost gone. I love it so much. This, I got it in my BoxyCharm in like 2021, I think. And I really like the smell. And I also really like how it's always felt. I've never been a super big lip gloss person, just because of that feeling. But I love that this is basically a gloss and a balm in one. I have more pens. I have a Peace Corps pen and a blue... I forget, another Pilot pen. I just added the Peace Corps pen back in there the other day. Oh, this is another thing I added back in here because I'm like, I love this. Why do I not have this on me all the time? Something I want to also get back into is just kind of keeping like a lip color on me and just having that be like a thing that I do, even if I don't wear makeup. I just love a lip. I love having a lip and maybe like some mascara and like brushing my brows and then just like calling it a day if I don't want to, you know, do anything with my face. But this is like probably my favorite lipstick ever. And they don't sell it anymore. And I don't really think that I could get it. was out quite a while ago, so like if I were to get it, it would be expired anyway. But this is Mac Coffee and Cigs. It's just gorgeous. To me, it's just like my perfect shade. It's just like a deep mauvey berry brown toned gorgeous extravaganza. I think we'll put some on. The tip of it is also like completely flat because I used it to write the number of the suicide hotline on the wall of a bathroom stall at the infamous Turnover concert. I was extremely drunk at that concert. Oh, officially 56 days sober off of alcohol as I am filming this video because it is just past 2 a.m. Oh, I have a hand sanitizer in here. This is Blueberry and Bourbon by Bath & Body Works. I actually did not buy this. This was in the bathroom of a mall that I was working at the time, and someone had just laid out like 3 different Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers, and they were like all full, and I don't know what that, I just assumed it was just a free offering, so I took this one because I really like how it smells. And I would have it in the just in case kit, I don't know, but I moved it into the main pocket because yeah, hand sanitizer is always good to have. Then we have money in here. Oh my god, that's where my freaking, okay, so this is the money that I got today at the bottle deposit, and then I have another $1 bill in there. I have some little charmy pin things for work, and then more change that I'm going to put in my coin pouch. So that is everything in my bag, in my gorgeous Patricia Nash bag. Oh, and also, fun fact about this bag is the zipper is broken, and I've been telling myself that I'm gonna go take it to get it fixed for forever, and I just haven't done that. But a cool thing about having a broken zipper and having your bag full all the time is that you can fit more stuff in it. But maybe switching to a different bag would incentivize me to get this one fixed, but who freaking knows. But yeah, the zipper is all fucked up on this guy. So yeah, but I still use it basically every single day, definitely every time that I work, and I'm just like really embracing the idea of just having a shit ton of stuff on me all the time. So that is my vibe right now, and I really have just loved the hell out of this bag. I love it so much. So that is my what's in my bag. I am coming up on almost 45 minutes of filming, and this was so fun to do. This was so fun. I love the idea of doing like more kind of classic YouTube videos that maybe like aren't super trendy or whatever, but just things that like I used to love to watch. I don't know. I do want to get more into filming again after I release this fucking record that I am actually pretty fucking close to being done with. I just need to like get over the goddamn finish line and get back into like playing again and figuring out ways to actually play for money and busking and figuring that out. So that's where I'm at in my life right now. Probably after my birthday, I'm gonna get into working for my dad again, and I need to actually like back the fuck up what I say I'm gonna do and do hours consistently, like at least 15 to 20, even though I am supposed to do more. So anyway, there's where that kind of stresses at the moment, but that's what's in my bag. So thank you all for watching. Let me know how you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have anything specific in mind you want to see from me, I guess. But I really appreciate y'all and your support, and I hope you're having a lovely day. And maybe I will actually upload this pretty soon after filming, unlike some of the other videos that I film and just hold on to and don't end up editing. And maybe I will eventually put them up because I took the time to make them. But yeah, thank you. I'll see you next time. Hopefully. Bye.